Blanchiment, no time to break. Final turn, claim what's at stake. Belgium's roar, thunder flies. Spell is home, chase the prize. Through the hills, fast and free. MRL in history. Final straight, the flag is near. MRL, no time for fear. Spaz our home, rain or shine. Victory's ours, the track is fine.
Welcome back, guys. It's Monday evening, it's Monday Racing League time. Yes, we are starting today the doubleheader as the last two races on Mondays as well. We have a doubleheader here today in Belgium, Spa-Francorchamps, and we go also to Brazil, to Interlagos, two very nice tracks. The longest track in the calendar, Belgium first, with some very nice corners, Eau Rouge, etc., etc. And yeah, maybe we see also, yeah, often here in Belgium we have also some weather stuff, let's say some rain maybe during the race, or half of the race distance is in rain conditions, and but let's see. We're just going for one-shot qualifying for the last four races in this season 10. One shot here in Belgium as well, in Brazil. How you doing, guys? Hope all good. I'm pretty sure Petra is watching. As well, Psy Nelson, maybe. Or Psy Nelson is coming a little bit later, I don't know. Well, let's see. So the drivers are choosing now their strategy, not the strategy. They just choose the correct setup and go for a hunt. We have 22 laps here in Belgium, 19 corners, 9 to the right, 10 to the left, 7 kilometer track length, total race distance of 154 kilometers. And the current Emerald track record from Degeret out of season 6, a very old one, is 1:43.298. And in the driver standings we have Myth leading with 248 points. That's 41 points ahead of Tomasito with 207 points. Another 27 points behind we have Berra. Berra is not driving today. Then on P3 we have GDA with 134 points. On P5 Wolverine, who scored a podium in Imola last time out. P2 for him. Now 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for one-shot qualifying here in beautiful Belgium. Let's stick with our Roble. We just spot if we see one driver is fairly ahead. We see Myth already on P1, but normally he doesn't finish on P1. That's his strategy here in season 10 to start from the back. Tomasito currently driving on P3, and we have a Ferrari in the top position, P1, P2, P3 for the second Ferrari. Let's see if the Swiss Portuguese driver Samuku can finish this one until the start finish line. For the time being, still a valid lap time on P2. Let's go on board with him. And as always, I'm down here. Cheers, guys. I need to adjust a little bit the camera, maybe. Yeah, anyway. It doesn't need to see me, you need to focus on the race itself, or in this case it's qualifying, one-shot qualifying. Tomasito still ahead from Zumuku. And as I said, Myth most probably starting from the back. GDA now on P2. We have a pole sitter from Hungary. Tomasito goes to P1, then GDA P2, P3 for the teammate of Samuku, the Ferrari P3 for Spaghetti, P4 for Samuku, P5 for Lucek, P6 for the Austrian driver, Yo-Yo then Froby on P7, Wolfrin on P8, and Aroble and Myth didn't finish the lap, so they will start from the back of the field. By the way, the first Grand Prix here in Belgium was 1950, a long time ago. And the pole run to the first braking point is 165 meters and safety car possibility of 63%, virtual safety car possibility of 25%. Pit stop loss is only 18.5 seconds, and we have 70% of the whole track is full throttle. The longest flat out section is 2 kilometers long, and we have a downforce level range of let's say medium downforce, not too heavy high wings or low wings, so it's just in the middle. And we have a gear changes per lap of 42. That's not a lot, but you need to nail it here in Spa. You need to nail it everywhere. So it looks like we have a dry start of the Grand Prix, at least a dry start today. But let's see. It takes too long. I can give you some sound. Yeah, on the right side you see the previous winners. We had twice a win from Samuku. Is he going for a third time here for a win? Let's see. And the hell of a job with so many fast drivers in here, and we know Samuku haven't had a very good year so far. Let's say season 10 wasn't the best one for the Ferrari team. But let's keep fingers crossed for F125. Hopefully they will have a little bit of better run in the Ferrari team. But let's see who is in the Ferrari team for the next season, season 11, starting with the new game F125. So we just need to have not the telemetry data, we need to have not the lap data, we need to have the little track map. Everything else I can give you right here. You will see if a driver is having damage and so on. Also the tire temperature, etc, etc. It's a very detailed stuff as well. The battery power they have, or battery tank, how much power they have in the battery, which tires they're having. Let's have a quick look to the tire choices. We have a very mixed field. We have soft for Tomasito, medium for GDA and Spaghetti, and hard for Sumuku, double medium for Lucek and Yo-Yo. Froby, the teammate from Lucek, is going for a soft run, and Wolfrin on a medium. Safe choice, and Aroble and Myth are going long into the race with the hard tires. Can give you just a quick weather update. It is at the moment overcast, as you can see, and it will get a little bit sunnier, light cloudy in the next 15 minutes, so no rain expected. But the weather can change quickly here in Belgium. So GDA is pointing his car massively to the right side. Let's go to Portuguese driver. Three lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And out the way we go, racing here in Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. Nice start from Tomasito as well from GDA. Let's go to the off-board camera to see Samuko had a bad start, of course, with the hard rubber tires. Lucek now on P4. Let's see the position changes. So Samuko lost 2 positions, one to Lucek in the Williams and one to the Austrian driver Yo-Yo driving in the McLaren. Wow. Already more or less some attacks are ongoing, but nothing happened for the time being. Let's have a look to Lucek on P4. Well, let's go to Aroble close by Samuku. Right next to Samuku. Wow, a little wobble for Aroble there, but survived and kept the track, kept the car on track. Kept the track on car, why not? But anyway, just behind him or next to him we saw Myth overtaking Aroble. Myth now on P7. Gained 3 positions so far. Wow, what was that? What was that? I thought there was a little contact from someone to Aroble. Was it Wolfring? Yes or no? We haven't saw it correctly. Let's go to the Rouge. Beautiful turns here. And down here the Camel Straight. Just flat out, flat out, flat out, flat out. As you can see, the best strategies according to the game is soft to medium. We haven't seen any hard announcements. We have 10 seconds for corner cutting for Roble. Surely not his race, again not his race. I don't think that the Roble had any good racing this season. Has been quite on form. The game before, season 9, has been better as well. A little wobble from Lucek on P4 in the POV from Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo on P6 in the current standings. And again the fastest lap for 1:45. 4:53. And some penalties are coming in for a Roble. Again, a beautiful camera straight. Let's go quickly to GDA to see if he is going for an attack onto Tomasito. Some sparks are flying from the back of the McLaren driver. Not from the driver, but from his car. Again, for you, the tire choices the drivers made. So GDA, Spaghetti and Lucek as well. Yo-Yo and Wolfring are going for medium soft. Tomasito and Froby are going the other way around. Yeah, Froby sadly at the moment on P10, driving on P10 with soft tires. 33 seconds. Sooner Roble will get disqualified because of too many penalty seconds. Into the final chicane and pedal to the metal to the start finish line. We are in lap number 4 of 22. We have yellow flags in sector 3. What happened to Wolfring? And Froby already going for pit. Froby in the pit, changing his front wing. Okay. Let's go back here to the fight between Somuku in the Ferrari and Wolfring in the Merc. A little bit of lift from Wolfring. Good evening, Petra. Schönen guten Abend aus der Schweiz. Thank you for joining in. There are already massive gaps in P5 Yo-Yo and the Roble, 5.3 seconds and 8 seconds to Wolfring. Behind Wolfring there's more or less close by Somuku. Let's go a little bit to the front. So no learning today. Wow, close driving by Yo-Yo. Is he going for... No, it doesn't go. And we have a new leader, Chile, leading the Grand Prix at the moment. 0.3 seconds. Why? What a slide from Yo-Yo. Nice one. Let's go quickly to the teammate of Yo-Yo, Tomasito. Now chasing down GDA with the help of DRS. It should be an easy little bite for him to overtake on the fly. You see the massive overspeed Tomasito has with the help of DRS, of course. 3 seconds gap now between P2 and P3. Let's have a look to the car from Lucek. Yes, the current champion behind him, Myth already on P4. But I'm pretty sure Lucek is not giving space to... Sorry, not giving space to Myth Mattia in the Red Bull too easy. He need to fight for the position. 4.9 seconds a gap. Right behind Myth we have the driver champion from season 7, Spaghetti. Also not very happy with the game. I think more or less nobody is happy with this game here. Did I set a new game? Anyway, we have a new game at the end of this month. For our exam tomorrow. Keep the fingers crossed, Petra. Might be an easy task for you, isn't it? Now Myth overtaking and Spaghetti just slotting in front of Lucek, so 2 cars overtook Lucek. On the count straight. Another 10 seconds for a Roble for corner cutting. Well, this one here is a close group, the closest group. They're trying to close a little bit the gap between them and the driver ahead, Tomasito. Now the safety car is deployed. DNF from a Roble. So he's coming in to pit more or less the whole field. Chile went in as well, Tomasito. Tomasito maybe going now for the hard tires. No, he went for the medium tires. So look at the tire choices. Hard for GDA, medium for Tomasito as well for Myth. Then we have hard Spaghetti Lucek. Smuku stays out. And Yo-Yo as well, Wolfrin went for the hard tires and Froby stayed out, of course. His tires are only 3 laps old. So it's not worth to pit again unless he's changing to the medium tires. I just show you some graphics. We have the driver standings, of course. We have two DRS zones here, the Camel Straight, the longest straight here, and the start-finish line. Straight, pit straight, also known as pit straight. Then we have the most common overtaking spots. That's turn 5 Le Camp, post DRS stuff. Then turn wide, turn 1. Lasurs the hairpin. Many overtakes are taking place there, and then of course turn 18, the bus stop chicane. That's the final one. So we most likely see another lap of safety car. As said in the introduction, we are going next race today is Brazil Interlagos. Hype for that one. Hopefully we have some rain there to have a little bit more action. For the time being, we are still here in Belgium, lap number 7, lap number 8 now, while the drivers are crossing the start-finish line. Lap number 8 of 22 laps, and the current leader behind the safety car is GDA, Tomasito on P2. Let's see the position gains. The drivers made, so Tomasito lost one, of course, and GDA now on P1. Gained 1 position, Myth gained 7 positions. The rest of the field more or less lost 1 position to Myth on P3. Smuko lost 2 positions. Smuko now on the hard tires. Let's see what's the better choice, the mediums from Tomasito and Myth or the hard tires from the other drivers. They're maybe, well, the mediums will maybe go again into pit. Maybe they're hoping for a safety car, but 8 laps driven, 14 laps to go. It should be feasible for the medium tires, not too high track tire degradation, better said. But let's see. It's always a long race here, and meanwhile we can have a look to the weather forecast, but I don't think it is changing massively. It will stay more or less sunny like cloudy. Yeah, it's like cloudy for the next 15 to 20 minutes. The chance of rain stays around 10%. So safety car is coming in this lap. Hey, Psa Nelson. Schönen guten Abend. Und Bröstli. I'll just disable the safety car announcement now. Let's go racing again. Let's go into the cockpit from Tomasito and disable the webcam. Turn 1. Now the most famous corners here. Legendary Rouge uphill section, flat out, if you can nail it. You need also to have the correct setup on the car to nail it. It's sometimes pretty scary. Let's go to the off-board. We see an overtake attempt from Myth. He took a warning. I'm pretty sure there was a warning. But Myth now the new leader. And Tomasito through as well. Look at the 3-second time penalty. Yo-Yo attacking. Let's go to him. Is he able to overtake the Williams driver? Yes, Yo-Yo overtook Lucek in the Williams. The Williams still close behind him. So in the game we still have the safety car announcement, but it was one lap ago when the safety car came in. Hopefully in the next game we don't have these issues, but let's see. So Myth going for 1:45.285, that's 2 seconds slower than the track record we had from the most beloved. My teammate Degret, we drove in Ferrari together. Was it season 6 or season 5? Long time ago. We'll check overtaking now with the help of DRS, of course. It's a little bit a shaky stream, as you can see. But Myth is still able to keep up the pace. Tomasito is still able to keep up the pace with Myth this way around. Let's go to Froby. The new driver in the league. I think it's race number 5 for him, and already on position 8, 71 points on his board in the driver standings. It was a massive achievement to have 2 podiums in the first 2 races here in the MRL. As you know, we have very, very fast drivers in here. Pushing the pedal 1:44.955, the fastest lap for time being. Pretty sure there is more to come. Regarding tires, you can see clearly the advantage of the medium tires. You see a 2.5 second gap already between Myth and Tomasito. But later on in the race, the hard rubber tires, the drivers on P3 to P9 will close a little bit the gap, hopefully, as the medium tires are degrading. Will be just behind his teammate. Let's go to Yo-Yo and have a look back to the Williams cars. Just behind Yo-Yo we see Lucek. That's a lot of dust from the McLaren driver Yo-Yo. A quick update regarding warnings. We have 1 warning for Myth, we saw that one. 2 warnings for Spaghetti. Oh, a slight tricky moment for the Austrian driver Yo-Yo here. and Tomasito stealing the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Do we see an overtake attempt into the Eau Rouge? Let's go to the off-ball camera. You need to have really big balls to overtake in these corners here, and Lucic stays behind, but very close as well. His teammate is Yo-Yo getting overtaken by 2 Williams cars. Yes, 2 Williams cars are overtaking the clown driver. Now sitting on position 7, but never give up. That's pretty normal to get overtaken by 1 or 2 cars on the canal straight. Spaghetti gets a warning. 3 times over the track limit. This results in the 3-second time penalty for the Cypriotic British driver. Well, he's driving under the flag of Cyprus, living in UK. Still 10 laps to go. You see, it's a pretty long track here in Spa. Takes a while to finish the lap, close to 2 minutes. Well, 1:44 is the fastest lap for time being. 1:44.667 from Tomasito, and Tomasito still able, just jumped him, still able to keep up the pace with Myth on P1. Still within DRS here, closing a little bit the gap with the help of DRS, but not able to go for an attack. .2 seconds already the gap between P2 and P3. Wow. That's millimeter stuff, guys. That's impressive what we see here from these drivers. Crazy. And Tomasito driving such a long time behind Myth. This is hurting his tires. 3% more, yeah, 3% more usage of the front tires than the driver ahead Myth. 16% for Tomasito, 17 now, and 14 for Myth. Went very close to the gravel trap on the right side. That's just amazing stuff here. Oh, it's mostly flat out. As I said before, 70% of the whole track is flat out stuff. This was my most common overtaking stop here into the bus stop chicane. We don't have any car with any damage on track. So every driver is driving with the full potential of his car. A little bit of bad exit out of turn 1 from Tomasito. Regarding battery level, we have 34% for Tomasito and 40 for Myth. 70. 8, 9. Yeah, both now on the same level. Missed the overtake from Lucek onto the winner of season 7. I was a close one to lose the car very early on throttle. Yeah guys, let's see this. When has the safety car came in? It's still announced safety car, and that's why I'm using this dashboard on top left to not confuse you. I'm pretty sure it was lap 10 or so, 5 laps later we still have the safety car announcement. Just so simple stuff. They're getting big here in the game. But of course they need to focus on programming a proper driver experience. As you know, I had last time out an interview, last race with Wolfrin, regarding the new game and some other stuff. It's available to watch on our YouTube channel. Spaghetti's taking a lot more curve than the Polish driver I had Lucek in the Williams. Why? Oh, these are skills. And behind Spaghetti we have Yo-Yo and Froby close by. So these 4 drivers are battling for position 4 unless any driver in front is doing any mistake. Whoa. Do we see a Wiener Walzer from Yo-Yo now? Yes or no? Is he going for an inside move? No, not this time. I'm pretty sure he's waiting for the camel straight. Beautiful images from the game once in a while. And Yo-Yo still decided to stay behind the security driver in the Ferrari. So after this race here in Belgium, we are going to Brazil, Interlagos. Then we have 2 more races to go. 2 very nice ones. We are going to Qatar, Lusail, and to Singapore. We will also have some bangers as an introduction of the tracks. These tracks, especially Singapore, is one of my favorite tracks. Favorite city course, of course. Otherwise, you know, COTA, Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. What a slide! Wobble from Spaghetti, now ghosted. Oh, close to 3 wide. A little slide from Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo back to P6 and Lucek now on P4. Let's go to the onboard from Spaghetti. Scary stuff for the Cypriotic driver, now taking the Williams driver. We still have 4 laps to go in this Grand Prix here. Let's have a quick look to the front runners. I'm playing a little bit cats and mouse, so Tomasito currently on P2 in the driver's standings. I like to force Smith into an error. Regarding time penalties, not time penalties, warnings. We have 2 warnings already for Myth and no warnings at all for Tomasito. If you can force Myth into an error, going wide somewhere at one corner, then Myth is receiving a 3-second time penalty from the FIA. They are going too wide. Surely again from Myth. Give Tomasito P1. There are still 2.5 laps to go, but now Myth is taking again the top spot here in the race. Let's go to the battle here for P4. Ay. 3 seconds also for Froby. Was a massive wobble from Yo-Yo. Oh, we saw in front of Williams loss of traction at the exit of the turn. 15%, 17 for Lucek and 18 in the back. Regarding tire usage of the medium rubber drivers, we have 28 in front for Myth and 37 for Tomasito. Can be a hell of a ride if Tomasito is winning this Grand Prix, overtaking Myth in I think in the Camel Straight, going into the last lap, or are into the last lap, or stay, or however, just in the last lap to make it easy. Meanwhile, we see Somuku going in to change his damaged front wing. Didn't he change it? No. It's still damaged. You see on the left side the end plate is missing. He went for soft tires to achieve maybe a track record here in Belgium. Let's go back for the fight for P1. Let's go to Tomasito. 2 laps to go here. Slide contact. No, so Spaghetti is carrying on with a 3-second time penalty. That's a close one here. Let's go back to these guys. Fighting for P4. And Chile is having more or less an easy Monday evening. Well, it's easier said or faster said than it is in real life. Chile driving with a 5.6 seconds gap to the top runners Smith and Tomasito, but having a very nice gap to the other drivers with a 15.7 close to 16 seconds gap. Lucek overtaking 2 cars. There's still some contact between Yo-Yo and Lucek, forcing Lucek to go off-road. We have a little bit of a rally experience on that turn. So Yo-Yo not willing to give the position too easy. Lucek need to fight for that position, so they're fighting heavily for position 4. Yo-Yo in the McLaren, Spaghetti in the Ferrari, and then we have Lucek in the Williams. Let's go for the top runners here. Is it the race deciding overtake from Tomasito? Can he keep the position until the end of the race? Then he is winning the Grand Prix here in Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. But we know myth. Let's have a quick look to the battery stuff. We have both are having the same amount of battery power. 60% for Tomasito, 60 as well for Myth. Just 3% more, 8% more for Myth. So we might see another Hungarian win ahead of his rival for the driver championship title here. Let's hit into the car from Myth. Do we see an overtake attempt into the final bus stop chicane? Yes or no? Can he close the gap? He is closing a little bit and coming closer and closer and closer. Tomasito stays on the inside. Where are they? And was some carnage, I think, from the drivers. Then Tomasito is winning the Grand Prix here in Belgium. But let's go to these guys here, close to 3 wide, with getting a corner cut penalty of 3 seconds. That's why Chile are on P2. Now let's see the fights here. Why? A spin for the Ferrari. Then we have Yo-Yo on P4, Lucek a nice P5, Wolfrin ending up on P6, then Spaghetti sadly ending up on P7. had a donut at the end. Then we have 2 drivers left here. Let's go to the onboard to see a little bit more. Froby crossing the start-finish line on P8. Then we have Samuku, who won 2 Grand Prix here, still driving, and we have a fastest lap from Froby, a 1:44.416. That's not a track record. Track record is 1.2 seconds. 1.2 seconds faster than this time Froby just drove. An amazing time from Degeret from season 6. So let's go again to... Yeah, now we have a fastest lap of 1:43.778. It's a half a second gap. So the fastest lap belongs to the double winner here, Zamuku. But ending up on P9. Let's go to the celebrations. Hungarian national anthem, then the Portuguese one, then the Italian. 10-second time penalty for Myth. Okay. So we have the winner, Tomasito in the McLaren, then on P2 GDA for the Mercedes team, then on P3 the Italian driver Myth, currently leader in the driver standing in the Red Bull. On P4 we have Yo-Yo fighting for this position the whole race in the McLaren. On P5 we have Lucek in the Williams. Wolfrin ending up the race as second Merc driver here in the grid. On P6 then Spaghetti, the first Ferrari. On P7 Froby, second Williams. On P8 and Samuku with the fastest lap. Point goes to him, to the Scuderia Ferrari. On P9 and DNF for Roble in the Visa Cash App RB AKV Carb Racing Bulls, or however. Yeah, now let's go for the next race. Just a little introduction to the next race. I go to have a little smoke. Some jobs for little boys to do, and refill the beer, etc, etc. And we will be right back to you guys.
Sun is blazing, sky so wide. Sao Paulo's roaring, feel the ride. Feel the ride. Santa Shadow legends stay. Interlagos leads the way. Estucena take the dive. Ferradura come alive. Through the twist, the curves, the heat. Hold the line, don't taste defeat. Feel the rhythm, hear the sound. Engine screaming, hearts beat loud. Lap by lap we chase the light. Racing hard into the night. Caipirinhas in the stands. Drums are pounding, clapping hands. Down the straight, the power flies. Junk cones near, it's do or die. Pico the pato, tight and slow. Then full throttle, let it go. Fans go crazy, they can't hide. Interlagos, full of pride. Feel the rhythm, hear the sound. Engine screaming, hearts beat loud. Lap by lap, we chase the light. Racing hard into the night. Senna's ghost, the legend lives. Every driver, all they give. Through the rain or blazing sun, in Brazil, the race is won. Checkered flag, the crowd explodes. Carnival on racing roads. MRL, we own the game. Interlagos forever flame.
Yeah, still trying to get into the rig. Yeah, how you enjoyed? Did you enjoy it? Belgium, I think yes, it was a nice battle for P1 as well for P4. Let's have some more battles here in Brazil. Hopefully we have some rain to mix up a little bit the action. Meanwhile, I just show you my bloody face and give you some, maybe some music. Blip, blip, blip. Yeah, MRL songs, why not? Just see me filling up the beer. It's a nice sound effect. I know it's in Canes, but in Canes. So we are just waiting for the drivers. Later on I'll give you some statistics or insights about the track, but first, the beer. Yeah, hope you enjoyed Belgium. Now we are heading into Brazil, also a very nice track, a little bit shorter than Belgium. Still preparing everything. But I do have a... no, leave it. I thought giving you the... Where is it? Where is it? Too many buttons here. Communications comes here. Yeah. A little bit more spicy stuff to show you. We are in season number 10. Now let's go to track insights. We have 36 laps. Okay, 36 laps. We have 15 corners, 10 to the right, 5 to the left, 4.3 kilometer track length, 155 kilometer total race distance, and the current MRL track record from Myth out of season 7 is a 108.819. You see, it's less than 40 seconds faster for one lap. And yeah, we have the first Grand Prix 1973, then safety car possibility of 60% here, and virtual safety car 40%, pit stop time loss is 21 seconds. We had 18 something in Belgium. So it's a slightly longer pit stop here, pit lane. The maximum speed is 205 miles per hour. That's 331 kilometers per hour. That's on the long straight. Of course, full throttle is 64% of the whole track, and the longest flat out section also at the end of one lap is 1394 meters. Downforce level, we're driving with high wings here, so high downforce level, and we had 42 gear changes per lap in Belgium. Here we have 36 gear changes per lap. The key corners are the Senna SS, that's turn 1 and turn 2, turn 4, also a nice one, and turn 12, of course. We have 2 DRS sections between turn 3 and turn 4, and the start finish straight. Now let's start the race. Guys, where are you? Well, I needed to have a smoke. Refill the beer. To give you some announcement about the track, take some sips of the beer, and I needed to go to pee. And I'm already here, but the drivers are still hanging around. Yeah. Well, normally we have 5 minutes break. The podium was, good question, was Tomasito on P1, GDA P2 and Mid on P3. I do remember, normally I take a photo of it to remember later on. But yeah, now we are going racing here in beautiful Brazil. I hope you enjoyed the introduction track. It was a banger in my POV. Also the one from Belgium was a nice one. Just received a reminder to buy a M13 Flügelmutter for the rig. That is a Flügelmutter. Yes, we have rain, guys. We have rainy conditions at least for the start here in the qualifying. But let's see what is happening in the race. We never know, is it rainy or is it not in the race, but keep fingers crossed that we have mixed conditions. Hopefully some dry sections at the start, or better start in the wet and then go to dry. This is mixing up the strategy massively, and we are having maybe a surprise winner or a surprise podium. So 9 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go. Let's start the qualifying here on board with Froby into turn 1. The Senna SS, that's one of the most common overtaking spots. Also the next after this long straight, it's not a too long straight, we have another overtaking spot because we are having here some DRS into this turn here. Also famous one from the real Formula 1 stuff. Overtakings and fights are going on here between Verstappen and Hamilton, and I think it was Verstappen and Norris as well. Okay, section now downhill, tricky turn here, more or less close to a hairpin. 55 right, 3 right. I'm talking in WRC language. So let's finish the lap here with Froby. Froby is on a hunt here to have a good qualifying result. The last race in Belgium hasn't been his best result, so he's going for time being for a podium on the one-shot qualifying, and we have the pole sitter Tomasito ahead of GDA. Then we have Froby, Spaghetti on P4, Samuku P5, Yo-Yo on P6, then Wolfrin, Lucek DNFing as well. Myth DNFing. We see some massive gaps here in the qualifying. Of course, it was wet on the intermediates. We have a 2 tenths gap between P1 and P2 GD8, and another 6.2 tenths gap to Froby. 2 tenths to Spaghetti, then we have 3 tenths to Samuku, 1 tenth to Yo-Yo. Wolfrin, the last one, with 2.2 seconds gap, finished his lap time ahead of Lucek and Myth, who had some difficulties on the one-shot qualifying. Yeah, guys, now let's go to Brazil. We are in Brazil. And just one more time to cheers. We're already half empty. Well, this is Monday evening, guys. It should be like that. Strategies. We have soft, medium, or medium soft strategies. The most common one here. Another one is soft to hard. Let's see who is starting on soft tires or on hard tires. For time being, we have dry weather. Do we see something on the weather forecast? No, it says clear sky. No rain expected for time being, but let's start the race. The formation lap, we have light cloudy stuff in the air, but only 9% chance of rain. So it looks like it stays dry. Regarding tires, we have soft runner for the pole sitter Tomasito, then GDA and Froby are going for the medium tires and hard tires for Spaghetti. I can show you here, and medium tires for Samuku. Split strategy for the Ferrari team, as well for the Williams team. We have Froby on the medium tires and Lucek in the back, starting on soft tires. Myth are going for a long stint, driving on P9, starting at the end of the field, as always this season. But he will fight back, coming to the top positions, of course, fighting for the podium, I'm pretty sure. He's doing that as well here in this race here in Interlagos, Brazil. Just enabling the telemetry data and the damage, and just show you one last graphic before the start. The former winners here in Interlagos. Last season we haven't had a race, then we had a Roble winning in season 8, Myth in season 7, then Samuku season 6. And I have a Shadow, a Swedish driver driving on a controller, won here once in a while in season 5. So now let's go for the start. Just nailed it. We are into turn 1 with GDA. I'll go for time being. In the back we don't see any big carnage, it stays more or less like it was. I just saw Lucek having a great start in the back, gained 3 positions as well. Myth gained 3 positions, so Muku bad start for him. Normally Samuku is having a very, very good start, especially in season 6 he was the guy who started the best, the most of the races, gained so many positions, but now he lost 3, and also Wolfing lost 2 positions. Let's go quickly to Lucek to have a view from the midfield. Oh, Yo-Yo into turn 1, descent ices. Is he surviving? He stays behind Lucek for time being, but now the long straight, is he able to overtake him? We see on the left side already Myth in the Red Bull is attacking these 2 drivers. Yo-Yo going for the inside of this turn and overtaking Lucek. What an overtake from the Austrian driver. Now +1 in the overtaking spots. He overtook 1 car, okay. Pretty nice to have these drivers fighting for positions. Close battles, of course, here in Brazil. Sadly, it's not raining in the main race. But it's still a long Grand Prix. We have 9% chance of rain in the next 15 minutes, so maybe we see some Brazilian Caipirinha stuff coming down from the clouds. Let's see. Heavy braking dust. A lot of braking dust from the Williams driver Lucek. Close by, let's hit into his car. Close by. They're overtaking Spaghetti. 2 cars are overtaking Spaghetti, but he's taking still his position next to the Williams car, but ceding the position now to the Williams driver. Nice overtakes by Yo-Yo and Lucek. Nice to have these drivers here on board, Froby and Lucek. New drivers in my age. So let's say not the youngest drivers anymore, but playing with the little boys here in the league. They're doing pretty good. Now you're asking, how old is Black Opal? Is he 15, 20, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years or 60 years? It's up to you guys. Sometimes I'm 18 again, sometimes I'm 60. Depending on my form. Wow, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's sit into the car from Yo-Yo. What did we just saw? I lost my words. Careful with the throttle, Yo-Yo. Don't spin. By the way, Yo-Yo is a defending champion. He's always going a little bit into the track to defend before the corner and goes to the line back while approaching the corner. Oh, double overtake from Myth and Lucek. Lucek fighting with Myth. Some slight contact between these drivers. Some hopefully no front wing damage for Lucek, no front wing damage for him. And we already see 3.1 second gap between Froby and Myth. Oh, it's time to roll the dice for Yo-Yo to keep up with Myth on P4 currently. But let's go to the front runners here. Froby surely did some training on this track to have a good result in Interlagos. And GDA so close behind Tomasito. Sumuku gets a 3-second time penalty and retiring from the session. Do we see a safety car? No safety car announcement for time being, and GDA is overtaking Tomasito into turn 1. Froby stays behind, still over 3 seconds gap between Froby and Myth, at 3.2 seconds to be exact. Down to 3 seconds. Yes, Froby can go the pace. Let's go back to the tire choices the drivers made. We have 2 medium runners here in the top pack. Tomasito went for the soft rubber tire. We need to go into pit a little bit earlier than the other ones, and Myth is driving on the hard tires. Or Myth is always doing a hard medium or medium hard. I'm not sure if I saw him once medium soft or something. Drive that one, but yeah. Do we see another podium for Froby? The German driver joined new to the league, driving race number 6 here in the MRL for the Williams team. We don't know yet. We have still 29 laps to go. It's a long Grand Prix, guys. Same corners for 29 laps. Again. 27 times. Or 29. That's Formula 1. If we have some action, just go for it. But please keep up the action. And we still see that Myth can't escape from the other drivers behind Spaghetti, Yo-Yo and Lucek. Well, Yo-Yo is having 1.6 second gap already to Spaghetti, but Spaghetti can keep up the pace from Myth. Well, they're having the same tires. Lucek now going into pit because Lucek needs to repair the front wing. He received somewhere 100% front wing damage, so looks like just lost the end plate, but it's massively hurting here in this track if you don't have an intact front wing. That's why he chose to change his front wing. Maybe we see a safety car later on. Then he can close in the gap, or just drive like a maniac and close up to the other drivers while they're fighting. Let's go to P5 to Spaghetti behind Myth. Well, look at this cute little boy on the right side. Driver champion from season 7. Currently on P10 in the driver standings. And the track record a 108.819 from Myth out of season 7. The fastest lap for time being is from Froby. Well, it shouldn't be laggy. Thank you, Chris, for saying. As you can see, Twitch is saying it's excellent bitrate and all good. But I'm sure you will watch anyway the replay of all the stuff. Well, we don't have you crash on camera. And fuck this game, yeah. 2 more Grand Prix, Chris, and then you're done with this bloody game. Yeah, next week we're going to a beautiful Lusail, Qatar. Beautiful track. We will see many corner cutting penalties for sure. I'm pretty sure we have maybe only one driver without any corner cutting penalty. That's Wolfrin. The rest will, yeah, have at least 1 or 2 corner cut penalties of 3 seconds. I'm pretty sure. Let's see next week, next Monday, and then we are going for the last race of the season to Singapore. Beautiful street track. Hopefully we have rainy conditions. Full wet territory in Singapore is always nice. And I'm really a little bit surprised that Spaghetti can keep up the pace with Myth, and Myth is closing down the gap to now Tomasito on P3 to 2.4 seconds. Once in a while it has been 3 seconds, the gap to Froby. There wasn't even a corner cutting warning for Spaghetti, he went wide, just lifted to avoid the warning. Now let's go to the front to see the fighters here. Tomasito losing a little bit of ground with his soft tires. Maybe he's going into pit now. No, he stays out. Regarding tire usage, he is having 38% of usage from the front tires and 43 in the back. The cars in front, 22% and 30 in the back. I'm talking about GDA, the telemetry data from Froby I don't see. But GDA is going for an overtake onto Froby. And we see the gap is coming down 1.7 seconds, the gap between Tomasito and Myth. The two rivals in the driver championship. Just show you the standings from for the last race. Belgium isn't in here, so the points are missing from Belgium, of course. But for time being, Tomasito is closing a little bit. Yeah, next week, Petra, we have the last 2 races, Qatar, Lusail and Singapore for this game. Then I'm not sure, I think we take 1 or 2 weeks break, cause then is the new game released and the drivers are ditching into it, and yeah, then soon we will start with season 11. Are you talking because you're planning holidays with Yo-Yo or something? Or to have at least one Monday evening with you and him. Might be feasible for 2 or 3 weeks. And in the back, we see the current driver champion Myth close the gap of 3 seconds to the drivers ahead, Tomasito. 0.8 seconds gap now. And with driving on hard rubber tires, Tomasito still on the soft tires, 14 laps driven, 22 laps to go. I'm pretty sure this or next lap, Tomasito is coming in to get rid of these tires. The drivers in front, Froby and GDA, will stay on the mediums for I think more or less 5 to 10 more laps, and then stick with the soft rubber tires. Always is learning stuff. The whole life is learning. And we see Myth close by behind Tomasito. Is he going for an overtake now? Tomasito stays out. Now we see the attack from the Italian driver in the Red Bull going to the right side, the inside for this turn for Tomasito, but Tomasito is ceding the position to Myth. Now Myth is on a hunt for GDA and Froby. Again the fight between Myth and GDA. GDA overtaking now Froby. Froby in the Williams is doing a pretty nice job here in Brazil. Very nice driving, safe driver. Yeah, Petra, after this one, next year will be the real life. No notes on the stuff you're doing, just living, enjoying the life. Now Myth on P1. We have Froby and as well Tomasito went into pit. Which tires we have? Medium tires for Tomasito and hard tires for Froby. Froby ahead from Tomasito. Let's keep us updated regarding the pit stops. Froby, Tomasito, Yo-Yo and Lucek went into pit. Current leader, GDA, Myth, Spaghetti and Wolfing stayed out, of course, medium rubber tires. GDA is coming in, Myth stays out, going for another lap. I'm pretty sure now Tomasito and Froby are pounding in the lap times. Tomasito wanna have clean air in front of him to push his car, his McLaren, through these corners here. The Senna SS turn 1, 2. And also with the help of DRS, Froby can't close the gap significantly. Hamilton Verstappen corner there. And Tomasito following on the medium tires. The Portuguese driver GDA in the Merc. 0.3 seconds. We see, I'm pretty sure we see an attack from the Hungarian driver onto the Portuguese driver, and Tomasito goes for 1:10. 1:9.8, the fastest lap here in the race. 1.2 seconds faster than he's achieving the track record. As you know, the track record from MIF out of season 7, the 1:08.819. Shown on the screen on the right side. Now the question is, when is Myth coming in? He stays out going for another lap. So GDA, Froby and Tomasito will have the slight advantage to be maybe in front when Myth is pitting. But Myth is having the advantage of having the faster, the better tires. So Tomasito, we see he's pounding in the lap times of 1:10.095 for the Hungarian driver. Wow, it's getting faster and faster every lap. Regarding the lap times, we see the last lap from Myth is a 1:08. So Tomasito gained 0.7 of a second during one lap. But also 1:10.8 on all hard tires is quite a bit of an achievement. So this driver knows how to drive this game. I think he knows how to drive every game. He stays out one more lap. Let's go back to position 5 to Froby. Yeah, regarding track limits, we have 2 track limits, 2 warnings for Spaghetti driving on P2. Froby now with the fastest, 1:10.069. 2 track limits for Spaghetti in the Ferrari, 2 track limits for Froby, so one more, they get a 3-second time penalty. Then we have 1 warning for Tomasito, currently driving on position 3, and 1 warning for his teammate Yo-Yo. So they are going tandem, 1 warning for each. Regarding the last lap, 1:11.1 for Myth and GDA a 1:10.1. So 1 second gain for this group here. Tomasito, GDA and Froby. We have yellow flags in sector 2. GDA going for the fastest of 1:09.590. So the fastest lap is going down. Every lap the drivers are crossing the start-finish line there faster and faster. Let's go to these guys here. To the front now, Froby losing a little bit of ground because these two are pushing, Tomasito and GDA pushing heavily. A 1:10.9 for Myth in the last lap, and you know GDA with a 1:9.5, 1.4 seconds faster than Myth. Still 15 laps to go. Is the Italian driver coming in? No, we see on the mini-map on the right side he's still on track, not changing his tires. Gonna be a hell of a battle if he's changing to soft tires at the end of the race. Chase down these drivers here. Well, they're fighting for position, GDA and Tomasito, but I think they can go a little bit faster without fighting, or yeah, let's see. Is it helping to fight or the other way around? We don't know yet. We see 21 laps for Myth on hard tires as well for the Cypriotic driver driving in the Ferrari Spaghetti. 21 laps, so Myth is copying the strategy from... No, Spaghetti is copying the strategy from Myth. I think now is Myth coming into pit. Yes, he is. No, he's... Okay. I'm talking too much at the moment. I just need to have a little sip of a beer. Hopefully you have one as well next to you. Otherwise, enjoy mine. So Spaghetti gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So the first one with a time penalty. Yo-Yo also already 14 laps as well, Lucek, 14 laps on hard tires. Regarding tire usage, Myth is doing a very nice job, 29% we see and 34 in the back. Let's go back to these drivers here. And Froby still in the mix, a little bit more behind these drivers. But they chase down Spaghetti now. Oh, don't do that, GTA, please. GTA, very fast driver, often very aggressive in his moves, and yeah, that's a real driver, racing driver. Fighting for the position, you need to go for the position, you need to fight. Sometimes it's a little bit on the edge regarding fairness, but he hasn't received a lot of time penalties because of FIA stuff. Oh. Spaghetti back to P5, so this group of 3 drivers overtook now Spaghetti. Let's see the lap times. Last lap we have a 10.6 for Tomasito and 11.4 for Myth. So when are these drivers coming in? 23 laps, old hard tires. Myth is now in the pit. See, he's most probably 10 seconds behind these drivers here. Myth went for medium tires. Okay. 11 laps to go. Why not going on to soft tires? I'm pretty sure the answer is the soft tires are rubbish. Again, the overtake from Tomasito. Myth is only 5.4 seconds behind these drivers here. 11 laps to go, so a half a second faster per lap should be okay for Myth to fight for the win. GTA again ahead of Tomasito into turn 1 this analysis. and Myth already started to chase down this pack here, 3.5 seconds gap. So guys, let me know your guesses. Who is winning this Grand Prix here? Is it Myth 108.654, the fastest lap? And yes, I needed to check first. That's a new track record from Myth. Let's go to him to celebrate this one. Yeah, a 108.654. The old one has been a 108.819. 3 tenths faster, close to 3 tenths faster than his old track record. But let's go back to the conversation. Yeah, what do you think, guys? Is Myth winning this Grand Prix? Is it Froby, Tomasito, or GDA, or anybody else? Yo-Yo, Wolfrin, Lucek, or Spaghetti? Let me know your guesses. Just write into the chat. Oh god. Sorry for that one. Tomasito going for the win. Might be great for the final 2 rounds we have next week in Qatar and Singapore. As you know, Myth is leading the driver standings with how many points? 41 points gap. And Tomasito already chased down some points, and yeah. We just need to have 1 DNF from Myth and a win from Tomasito, and it's roll the dice. It's a fight in the last race in Singapore. Well, I'm not praying or hoping for a DNF from Myth, but it might be better for the spicy stuff of the league, you know. But anyway, Myth is one of the best drivers we ever had in this league. Of course, he is right in the back of Froby here. We also see Froby for a win. Might be crazy. First season in the MondayRacingLeague and already winning. Well, also Tomasito achieved that one. First season in MondayRacingLeague and winning a Grand Prix. Yeah, Myth is winner, driver champion of Season 5, Season 6, Season 9. And regarding team championship, he won with his teammate Salty, sadly driving not this season. We heavily miss him. He won with him Season 6, Season 7, Season 8, Season 9 as a team champion. So Myth, as I said, one of the fastest drivers we ever had in this league. Yeah. The beer is kicking in, and Myth attacking now Froby and overtaking. Of course, Myth is having the tire advantage, but he used a lot of his tires, 10% in front and back, and the driver ahead, Tomasito, is having 27% in front and back. 17% of difference in the tire life. Well, I'm going for GDA winning this Grand Prix. If the guys in the back are fighting Tomasito and Myth, then maybe there is a gap forming for GDA. Too wide. with these two amazing drivers, Tomasito and Myth. Now Myth on a hunt for GTA. GTA one race, one Grand Prix here, 4 times a P2 and 4 times a P3. So 9 times on the podium, 22 times a top 5 and 46 times a top 10. And he's driving his 72nd Grand Prix here tonight here in Brazil, Interlagos, and Myth back on P1. So it looks like it was a better choice to go long with the hard tires and then go for the medium tires. We are not sure because yeah, I want to say nobody else has the skills of Myth, especially here in the league. Myth is having very special skills. He often knows what to do. It's like Kimi Antonelli in real Formula 1. The little kid from Italy is dominating. Well, Antonelli is not dominating in Formula 1, but he's doing a very, very nice job in his first season. And I think Kimi Antonelli and Myth aka Mattia are having more or less the same age. Around 18. There is already a gap forming between Myth and GTA, so we might just see a fight for P2 between GTA, Tomasito and Froby. 4 laps to go. Let's have a look. To the POV rear wing camera from GTA. GTA currently on P4 in the driver's standing, getting overtaken by P2 in the driver's standings by Tomasito. Roby stays behind. That's typical GTA. Shall I go for a move? Yes or no? No. Yes, yes, no, no, yes. I love it. I love it. I love this driver. Always a guarantee for some discussions after the race because of his moves. Also Froby sneaking in behind GTA. I think that was it for the winner of this race, unless Froby is close to a little touch. Froby pushed his battery. A little tap from GTA. And GTA is going side by side, or tried to go side by side with the Williams driver from Germany, Froby. Now Tomasito lining up to overtake GDA. Let's go to the off-ball camera to have a better view. And both drivers are overtaking the German driver in the Williams. Now Tomasito ahead from GDA. Might be okay for GDA, because there is only two more long straights at the end start finish line. And Spaghetti gets a 10-second corner cutting and penalty. Yeah, regarding lap times, last lap time, a 1:10.2 for Myth and Tomasito 1:11.4, 1.2 seconds slower per lap. This shows you how the difference is between old and new tires. In front we see a Ferrari. The only Ferrari driving at the moment is Spaghetti on P8. Do we see heroics? Not into this turn. There is only one more chance for Tomasito, for Froby, and we saw a spin from Spaghetti, another spin. Second spin in 2 races. Well, the winner, of course, is Smith, but let's stick to this one. Do we see an overtake onto the finish line, start-finish line from Tomasito with the help of DRS and some battery deployment? We see crash for Tomasito and GDA, and Froby is coming up to P2. Oh, DNF for Tomasito and GDA. Slight contact between these two drivers, having discussions for sure after the race. And Yo-Yo rounding up the podium. Then we have Wolfrin on P4 and Lucek going to P5 and P6 for Spaghetti. Should be like that, isn't it? Your boy made it, Petra. Your boy made it. As I said, always tricky stuff with GDA driving a Formula 1 car. He's aggressive, but this was... we haven't saw it correctly what happens. Yeah, it was a blink of an eye. Some driver touched the other one, and then yeah, the race is finished for these two drivers, Tomasito and GDA. But Myth again, a win for the Italian driver. Then Froby on P2. And Yo-Yo on P3. Was a hell of a race. I just need to photograph this one. Clicky, and then I'm fine. Yeah, again, the result, fastest lap, 1:08.654, as well a track record for Myth. Froby 2, Yo-Yo 3, Wolfrin 4, Lucek 5, Tomasito 6, GDS 7, with a heavy crash, then Spaghetti on 8, and Somufu DNFing. Let's go quickly to the race director stuff. And now let's have some words with the drivers. Boing. So, who shall we take? We take Froby, Myth, and Yo-Yo. Who else? But first, yeah, the last sip of beer. Let's go to the interview screen. Is it not working? Okay. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, here we are. What a race, guys. I need to change the headphones quickly. Oh god. Okay. Now go into Discord commentators stuff. Mattia, what a strategy. Andreas? Okay. Where is he? Ah, here. So yeah, because Mattia wanted to be you here or however. So let's have a discussion, Mattia and Spaghetti. What are you talking about? Well, luckily, Proby is on P2. Yo-Yo, very lucky, on P3. But just luckily, just because we had an incident between Tomasito and GDA on the final straight, I think Froby had the best view of it, didn't you? There was a... Is at fault, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's maybe also something related to F125, slight contact on high speed and you're crashing. Well, let's see. Yeah, Spaghetti, you have been lapped. 2 donuts, 1 donut in Belgium, another donut in Brazil. What are your thoughts about these 2 races? Really?
It was just shit. I had no pace. Mattia tried to help me out, but he can't work miracles.
Well, yeah, if you have some donut, just send in a picture into the general chat. I want to see that.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
If it looks better than on track, I don't know, but let's see. What are
Zamuku
you?
got me in the mood for practice, so we came on like 2 hours earlier. We practiced and then he left me.
Really? Bad
Yeah,
boy.
he rage quit.
Well, Zamuku's just hosting and somehow try to survive this game, right? Only 2 races left. What are your thoughts, Andreas, for the new game? Any insights from your side?
It can't come any sooner. Literally.
Okay, but hopes or no hopes?
I have... Well, the expectations are low, so it'll be impressive for them to fuck it up. But, yeah.
Well, we will see. We will see at the end of this month if it's yeah. Everybody is buying the game, and then everybody is unsatisfied finally. But let's keep fingers crossed that it's a good game. You will drive it anyway. I will commentate anyway. Yeah, Tomasito sadly not here in the chat, but Yo-Yo is here. Welcome to the podium again, Yo-Yo.
Hello.
But it was a dry race. Why that?
Hmm?
It is a dry race in Brazil. Why that? Normally we have
it's-
rain.
Yeah, that's not good.
It doesn't rain in MRO anymore, only in quali.
Yeah, we had rain last week, isn't it? Or
Oh,
no?
I take it back then. I don't know.
I'm not sure. You're the younger guys than me. You need to remember this stuff, not me. Yeah, Yo-Yo. Yeah, podium again. How was your race? Fighting a little bit with Froby. Also, Lucek, you fought, and as well, sometimes we saw fights with Tomasito. Has it been okay for you?
I think I didn't fight with Thomas.
You did. Not in this
I
race,
did?
but in the last.
Oh, last race. I did?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess Brazil was like boring. Like 5 laps of seeing other cars and then like 30 laps without seeing any other cars.
You just need to drive faster or slower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I don't want to. Or fast if it's possible, but I'm stupid and too slow.
No, not too slow. That's just something also with the game. What are your thoughts about the new game, Yo-Yo?
I don't have a fucking idea what's coming, what's new. My expectations are super low. I think I'm gonna regret buying the next game again. Yeah, that's are my thoughts.
But you're buying it
So
anyway.
different year, same shit is what.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, not same shit.
As always.
Different year, different shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's
New
not.
bug.
Yeah, different, same shit with different sofas.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And new lamps, new walls.
Yeah, and some ray tracing stuff or something, or how lidar scans and so on.
Well, now
and,
we can drive backwards, apparently.
Oh, that's cool. Let's drive the whole calendar backwards.
Yeah, reverse championship.
Might be cool. Might be
Reverse
cool.
championship.
Reverse everything. So if you're last, you actually win the race.
No, that's not good for Mattia.
New champion, Andreas.
Then
No, I'm joking.
then Mattia need to think about not starting from the back. Then he's starting first, so he need to he need to push. Maybe that's a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mattia, how was your race? You stayed out. I'm talking about Brazil. You stayed out very, very long. Have you been okay to stay out so long? And you thought you're catching the guys with the new tires. Why you haven't went to the soft tires? Are they?
The software shit.
Yeah, that's
Very
what,
simple.
that's what I said during the stream. Maybe the soft tires are shit. That's why he's not going on to soft tires. But have you been safe on your mind to catch up to these guys? Who pitted earlier?
I was quite sure I will gap them by around 1.5 seconds when I pit. So yeah. Their strategy was not ideal, so and not too hard.
What would you have done if the safety car came out after the crash from Smuku?
Box mediums maybe.
Mediums,
I
and
don't know
then
what
was
nothing about mediums.
was very early. I think lap 6 or 5 or 10 or something, and then
I would have got mediums and then outs again then.
okay,
Probably.
so 2-stopper.
Basically one. I would have boxed on the safety car.
Basically, he has all these strategy simulations running in the background because he has no life. So he has an answer for everything.
That's always when I talk to Mattia. I'm always, what shall I ask?
Surely.
Because he knows every strategy. I asked ChatGPT for some track insights regarding best strategy and so on, and this and that and so on. And he's starting with fucking hard tires in Brazil.
Even ChatGPT says just ask Mattia.
Yeah, well, ChatGPT says soft to medium or medium to soft in Brazil, but Mattia is starting on hard tires.
So if you go to any YouTube video from every serious competition, nobody starts on softs. Nobody. Why would you go on softs?
Maybe you should go complain to ChatGPT.
Okay.
Softs, okay, I'm telling you this. Softs are only good when the compound is the hardest. So tracks like Bahrain, Spain,
So
yeah, basically. That's it.
so now some insights for Lusail and Singapore for the other
Lusail as well.
drivers.
Lusail is fine with softs.
So in Lusail
Hards are
you're
still the
starting with soft tires, right?
No, I'm starting hard.
No. I say you start
you're
on
not.
you're starting on soft tires in Lusail,
Okay.
Mattia.
Okay.
Okay.
Lusail is one of the tracks where you can start on softs. It's
Okay.
one of them, but it's better to start on hards.
So
That's alright,
so
this stuff
start
down.
on soft, come on.
No.
Soft and then intermediates, and let's see.
Yeah, Lusail it might be very bad.
Well, we will see. Yeah, Froby, your strategies, insights for Lusail and Singapore. Any insights from your side?
It's difficult. Singapore only live until the end.
Okay.
Hit no walls. But yeah,
Yeah, and
it's not my favorite track.
yeah, well, I love Singapore for the action. We see many front wing changes and hopefully heavy rain and some crashes and Mattia driving on intermediates or full wets while it's dry and so on. I love Singapore. And in Qatar, we will have many time penalties because of corner cuttings.
Would you turn them off?
No. Shall we do a bet how many seconds you guys are having during Qatar Grand Prix?
Collectively.
Like combined, everyone
Wait,
together.
what is the question?
How many time penalties you guys have in Qatar?
Together.
Yeah. You four together.
83.
Enough to take us to the next game.
What, 83? Mattia.
I think one of the Ferraris will have like 14.
No, if
Which one
he's
could you
if Spaghetti's DNFing, well, he's doing anyway donuts, and if he's DNFing during donuts, then he's out of the gamble. So his penalty doesn't count.
No, it does.
No,
It does.
no.
Well, what about all the seconds?
Penalties are penalties, my friend.
Yeah, but the
They
crash.
don't disappear.
Yeah. Okay.
Drive-throughs count as 30 seconds.
No, at the end of the standings, guys. Is it so difficult? No, I say time penalties in Singapore is no, in Qatar I said. Time penalties in Qatar, 6 seconds for Froby, 3 seconds for Mattia, 9 seconds for Yo-Yo, and 16 seconds for Spaghetti.
That's
How can you get 16 seconds? You have to get
Yeah.
like,
I think
it's
that's
not a
quite
multiple
low.
of 3.
Well, a 10-second time penalty because of
It's
corner
not a
cut.
multiple of 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we need to be clear.
he's cutting
Speeding in the pits.
turn 3,
Okay. Makes sense.
and then twice 3 seconds, so 16. And your numbers, Mattia? You stay on 80 something?
70.
What's 70?
7. Should be like 70 or something.
Froby?
66.
No, unfortunately, I will have 0 because next week I'm on holiday.
You're not
I
driving.
can't race.
Furby's 1. 0 penalties.
But how many you think have these 3 drivers? Spaghetti,
Yeah.
Mattia, and Yo-Yo?
In summary, I think 27. All 3 together.
And Yo-Yo, what do you think?
Let's say 18.
And Spaghetti. 18 is the whole of Spaghetti, but anyway, Spaghetti.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you'll be able to see my number because I'll be having a drive-through. That's
Yep.
my answer.
It's very smart.
Okay. And the loser of this bet is commentating season 11.
The entire season.
Yes. Maybe when the game is good, F1 25. I don't have any high hopes, but anyway, if the game is drivable, let's say in this way, then I'm joining back as a driver. But let's see. Then
Mike
maybe
is
Chris
back.
is commentating or Spaghetti or yeah, let's
Yeah,
see.
Spaghetti's fine.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
No, you need to drive. You.
A very non-biased point of view for the commentator, I can assure you.
Well, regarding race starts, guys, Spaghetti is having 163 race starts here
my
in
God.
Monday Racing
Okay,
League.
I gotta go. Bye-bye.
163. The next one in the list, Yo-Yo, 140. Mattia, 116.
Oh, you've caught us up, to be fair.
Yeah,
Decent.
it's quite impressive numbers. So just drive, even if the game is shit, the next one. And thank you for the little chat, and see you next week, guys. Take
See you,
care.
Mike.
Yeah.
See you for the finale.
Yes, grande
Wait,
finale.
what's the gap to Thomas now?
Yeah, you're asking me
Yeah, no,
something.
Okay.
I
don't know, it's fine.
think it's more or less the same, around 30 points or so. He gained some points in the first race in Belgium.
He got the
okay.
in the
Oh, yeah.
last one.
He got the NFT. I think he is still in the rankings, but somewhere for sure ahead of Spaghetti, because Spaghetti is on P8. but let's see.
Oh, Mike, on stream, did you catch the crash at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's one way we can look at it then, because nobody's got POV, it looks like.
Really? Okay.
That's what they're saying. Yeah,
In the chat, it's already fights are ongoing in the chat. Or...
yeah they're scrapping.
Okay. So I just
dad's stronger than your dad.
so I just upload the stream as soon as possible in approximately 20 minutes or so.
Cool.
Yeah. See you next week, and Froby, see you in season 11. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Who?
No
Me?
way.
Where I am?
Your meeting point.
Ah, shit. Okay, sorry. But yeah, that's commentator stuff. I just went into the meeting point, and yeah. So see you next week, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Petra. Thank you, Psynelson, all the viewers out there, and yeah, hope to see you next week. Have a great week. Take care, guys, and see you soon. Bye bye.
Monday night, engines roar, hit the track, we're back for more. Lights go out, the race ignites, flat out speed, no fear in sight. On the limit, no retreat, through the corners, feel the heat. Slipstream tight, attack is near, who will crack, the moment's here. A robo's gone DNF so fast, didn't think that he would last. Champion myth, the pace is tight, GD Day's ready for the fight. Speed and glory, risk it all. One mistake and you might fall. Lap by lap, the battle's on. Push the pedal, feel it burn. boys a mook who flies. Rainmaster Jojo owns the skies. Bera leads, but Tomasito's near. Is he the champ? This might be his year. Inventory wolf fiends on the chase. Underwear ribster sets the pace. Picard's there. Sorry, mate. Clipper crashed and did escape. Yellow flags, it's getting late. Speed and glory, risk it all. One mistake and you might fall. Lap by lap, the battle's on. Push the pedal, feel it burn. Lap by lap, we never stop. Monday night, where legends spawn. A new leader, Frank Donk flies. Another Italian, Giambarto tries. Wrigless Salty holds his ground. Cairo Bang is inbound. Spaghetti just crashed, what a sight. Vampire Walpris haunts the night. Final lap, the checkered waves. Who will win? The league still waits. Checkered flag, the final